As our warriors prepare to face a new day, they know they must also face yet more daunting trials. And it is only by defeating them that one can aspire to become champion. Warriors, as we take our road ahead, the way grows ever more perilous. Only 3 warriors will survive today's challenges and continue on the quest. Who here is destined to fail, and who is fated to fall?
I'm really pleased to have regained all of my lives. I feel Tezan is creeping up with me very quickly.
I'm worried about whether we're going to be doing team challenges against each other today, because the warriors that are left are very good.
7 lives, 1 wing, and still eager to carry on.
Quite proud of myself for surviving another day, because I had a feeling that I was worried I might have to go out. But I'm also worried because I'm in last place.
Friends, you were each granted 9 precious lives. All have lost some, but some have lost many. Guard your remaining lives well, for whoever has the least number of lives by nightfall must face a final, formidable test to continue. So, if you are ready for the road ahead, then come. Warriors, to continue on our quest, we must pass beneath the ruined walls of this once noble palace. Its occupants fled many ages ago, but the dragon's fire that drove them out still burns fiercely within. If we are to pass safely, then you must extinguish it. Using this catapult, you will fire balls of ice at the flames. For every fire you extinguish, you'll receive a gold ring. But take care. Fail to extinguish any, or run out of balls of ice, and you'll be engulfed by their flames. Nejad, you are still our leader. You will go first. Nejad, aim carefully, for when you run out of ice balls, the challenge will be over. Are you ready? Then let the challenge begin. Two gold rings are yours, Nejad. Tezan, douse just 1 fire, and you will preserve your lives. Are you ready? Then let the challenge begin. Fires doused. A perfect result. Lamil, your 2 fellow warriors have tasted success. Will you follow their example? Are you ready? Then, let the challenge begin.
Your methods seem to desert you, Lamin, but at least you keep your lives.
Farah, you're in last place, but extinguish just 2 fires, and you will win back a precious life. Are you ready? Then, let the challenge begin.
Farah, you have one last ball to find the fire. You too have preserved your lives, though you stay in last place.
Warriors, through the heat of the contest, you all kept cool heads. Each of you has won treasure. Place them on your standards. Tezan, you now have enough gold rings to exchange for a life. Now, we may pass safely to the next challenge. Come.
I'm glad I managed to get a ring in burning battlements, because if I hadn't, I'd have slipped even lower, and I really can't afford to do that at the moment. But I'm annoyed I didn't manage to get another one, because then I'd have had another life.
This is the highest in position I've ever been. I have now got 9 lives, 3 rings.
I felt really good once I'd completed burning battlements because I got back my lives. And also I was the only warrior to get all 3, so I felt good about myself.
Even when treasure is beyond their reach, determined warriors will always find a way to attain it. Only by working in pairs can you hope to reach the gold rings that hang above you in the forest canopy. By assembling these scatter blocks correctly, you can create a tower from which you can safely grasp the rings. But take care. You must construct your tower carefully, or you and it may topple to the ground. Nejad, Farah, you will race against Tezan and Lamil. For only one pair can succeed in this challenge. Remember, if your tower topples, or if you lose the race, you lose a life. Are you ready? Then, let the challenge begin.
Give me another, quickly! Another, quickly!
Probably a 4, little 4.
Got it. Quickly. There's one dropping, quickly, get it. Quickly, behind! Right, go!
Faster, Paul. Help me at the back. One to the left.
Right, quickly, go. Run.
Faster. Get a 4 at the back.
You're doing great. Put it on quickly.
Careful.
Put it on.
Sorry. Choke it up. Careful. Too wobbly.
Come on. Come on.
Okay, go.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Quickly.
Go on to fall. It's going to fall. Careful. Be very careful now. Take your time. Keep it careful.
Quickly.
No!
Right, it's not right.
Tezan and Lamel have paid a heavy price for their efforts.
That's it.
Farah, Nejad, your teamwork proved a solid foundation from which to raise your tower. You safely reached the rings and can therefore place them on your standards. Farah, I see you now have enough gold rings to exchange for a life. Now, for your fellow warriors. Tezan, Lamel, you were right to build your tower quickly, but you failed to build it safely. Lamel, your lack of care saw you fall back to earth. So, along with Tezan, both of you will lose a life. Now, let us move on. You'll be glad to hear our next challenge takes place firmly on the ground. Come.
I'm glad I've got another life back because I really needed it, I think. But I think what the other team did was they didn't work as well together as they should have done.
I felt disappointed when Lamel fell over on tower belt. I was trying really hard and I think he could have stacked them a bit better.
Looking at the other team's tower, they had their blocks neater and ours were quite messy, so I was quite surprised when they actually did fall off.
Quick wits can be as useful as fast actions, as this next challenge will demonstrate. Before you lies the riddle bridge. None can cross the bridge without first answering the riddle it poses. The solution lies hidden in the stones, but step on the wrong letters and the bridge will claim a life. Nejad, you are our current leader, so you will lead us across the bridge. Tezan, you are in second place, so you will help. Step forward. Tezan, open the book before you, and it will pose a riddle. But you will have very little time to answer, and for Nejad to cross the bridge. Delay, and the spirits of the bridge will overcome you both. This glass will show you how much time you have left. Be sure to cross before the sands run out. Are you ready? Then, let the challenge begin.
I can be as big as a country, though I'm made of small parts. You would struggle to cross me, and I make you feel parched.
It's like I'm big country and I'm made of small parts. It should make you feel parched.
That's a communication, warriors.
Can you speak in?
You can ask the riddle again.
Yeah, riddle.
I can be as big as a country, though I'm made of small parts. You would struggle to cross me, and I make you feel parched.
Go for quickly D.
Quickly.
Okay, right, we've got the right one.
I think
D.
it'll be to E.
Are you sure now, yeah?
Yeah, because it would really go to LRP.
Quickly, friends.
Okay. Okay, D-E. Right, trying to think of a word.
Nejad, you must choose the next square quickly. Time is fast running out.
Desert.
Nejad, Tezan, in solving the riddle, you kept your own lives secure and provided a safe path for your fellow warriors. The answer, desert, has earned you each a gold ring. Place them on your standards. Now, warriors, let us travel on. Much is still to be accomplished before nightfall.
I felt quite panicky at the beginning of Riddle Bridge because neither I or Nejad knew the answer.
Tezan actually told me to go on D, E and S, and when I did eventually get into S, I realised what the word was and carried on.
When you joined me on this journey, you did so knowing that the way would not be easy. This is the high rope, the only way of traversing the ravine beneath. You must cross if you are to continue. As you make the crossing, there are gold rings to be won, but a life is at stake should you fall. Tezan, it is your fate to go first. Though the challenge may be difficult, the single rule is simple. Do not fall off. Are you ready? Then, let the challenge begin.
Though the rings dangle before the warriors, they can choose to take them or leave them behind.
Tezan, to walk the high rope demands true courage. It is only right, then, that crossing it brings great reward. Place your treasure on your standard. Your fellow warriors do not share your victory. Warriors, falling from the high rope has not proved mortal, but it will cost each of you a life. Now, although today's trek is nearly over, one final challenge remains to be faced. Come.
I thought the high rope was pretty hard as the ropes were pretty separate and that the rings were quite far for us to reach.
I felt extremely good when I completed high rope, and I was the only warrior to do so. I thought I couldn't reach them, but I managed, and I'm in first place now.
It was very hard and I don't really have that good of balance, so I found it quite difficult.
These warriors have travelled far together, but now we have come to a fork in the road. 3 warriors will continue towards the horizon, and 1 will take the long road home. This is the way of the warrior. Together, its many traps and snares have proved the ultimate test of many a warrior's worth. Only the bravest and most skillful can survive. Farah, you have only 6 lives left. No one has lost so many. Fail here, and you must leave us and return home. But succeed, and you may face a brighter future. At the end of the Way of the Warrior is a portal. This portal leads directly to the next stage of the quest. Should you succeed in reaching the end of the Golden Pathway unscathed, then you will survive to continue on our journey. It will then be Lamil's fate to run this gauntlet. Farah, are you ready to face your fears? Then, may the luck of the Raven's Eye be with you. Let the challenge begin. Farah, it is better to have looked up and beheld the stars than to walk through life with your head down. So, keep your head held high as you take the long journey home. I bid you farewell.
I'm really glad that I managed to get on to Raven because I've had so much fun here, and I think I've kind of experienced so much that I never thought I'd ever get to experience.
So, another warrior departs our quest. Only 3 now remain. Tomorrow, they will face more daunting trials, and they must rise to meet them. For without toil, there can be no triumph. Come.
Next time on Raven, which warrior will take the treasure in Battle of the Boats? Will they survive the wrath and terror of the blasted mountain? And who will fall at the final challenge as they make their last stand?